Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. No, refresh, refresh. There I am. Looks like it just went like and share. All right. Now let's see who's going to be popping on today. Lots of activity, it seems like. Crazy activity. That's okay. That's okay. All right, let me see. I don't have anything else open. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so I'll just see who's gonna. I'm gonna start. I've been doing a pre-shuffle. So I think while I'm waiting for people to come on, I am going to pull cards. All right, I know what it is. It flipped over. I know what it is. You know when they flip over like that? And I know anybody that's watching on replay, make sure and clear your space, clear your energy. Set the intention for the perfect cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards from The Angels Are Everywhere. I already pulled, well, it pulled. So, interesting too. Interesting. Nope, I thought that was it, but it's not. Yes. Oh, and you know, since I'm doing Facebook Live straight and I don't pop over and do the YouTube part separately, I always forget. This is Sue Broome, and I'm here to do the weekly angel card reading for the week of. So this is for the week of January 12 through 18 of 2026. I have 2 angel cards already. And there is the 3rd angel card. All right, I'm going to pull this out. So I don't need this for you to hear me. All right, so I have the cards. I have the cards. And it was on camera. So it wasn't like I'm, in a vacuum. All right, waiting to see if anybody's coming on today. It's a beautiful Sunday, I'll tell you. We're going to be going back up a little bit. We've had a couple of cool days. I mean, it was, let's see, yesterday was Saturday, Friday. I think it was Friday. The high was in the mid-50s, which doesn't sound very cold. However, the wind was biting. It was biting. Yes, it was cold. In fact, I think I had the furnace on all day that day. Yes, it was sunny. I'll tell you, that sun really makes a difference. Such a difference. And today it's been an active coyote morning. I've seen 3, and my neighbor said, yeah, it looks like they got a rabbit in the yard behind me. So if the bunnies don't run and hide and stay still, that's a trick, you know. It's so funny because I remember the time when there was, I don't know if there's 3 or 4 hawks, I can't remember, that Harris hawks, and they kind of reminded me of, you know, that cartoon with the rooster, and he'd put his wings behind his back and he'd strut around, then he'd be talking. I can't remember what his name was, but that's what these hawks, they're walking around. So I have 3 big oleanders in the back. And I know there was at least one bunny back there, and they knew he was in there. And they're just walking around and come back, and it's like, bunny, don't move. If you stay where you are and don't move, they're not going to come in there after them. I mean, because it's really thick right at the center. But As soon as a bunny thinks, oh, I can outrun them, they're toast. Sorry, bunnies. Yeah, sorry, bunnies. So, yeah, but this morning, so I saw one coyote just casually walking, you know, he was heading back that way. And then I saw the shadows of two of them, and I'm in my bedroom getting ready, and I had the blinds just a little bit so I could see. And I look, and as I look out the blinds, the first coyote is like 2 steps. His front 2 paws are already on my patio. So I rap on the window, and he's like, "Ugh." They're so funny. They're like, "Ah!" And they ran off. Yeah, they were gone. So I don't know if they got the bunny after that, because they were acting pretty casual they didn't look like they were out there on the hunt, but they very well could have been. All right, I'm not seeing anybody coming on, which is really kind of bizarre. But I've already pulled the cards, so I'm going to go ahead and read the cards for this week, and we'll see. We'll see. Maybe this will be the first time ever that nobody's come on Facebook Live. But it says 2 people are watching, so, but one of them could actually be me, because I know that happens sometimes. Okay, so here we go. This is for the week, again, this is for the week of January 12 through 18 of 2026. So, the Desert Speaks card, yes, I did see this card, is Celebrate. Yeah, and look at all the beautiful colors in this. Well, and what this feels like, it's like, well, yeah, we're a week into the new year, week and a half. It's like, does it really feel like celebration time? I think the celebration, what it feels like to me is, hi, Steph. Yes, I will add you to the list as soon as I'm done reading the cards. Yay! So I think the celebrate has to do with, we are at a time where we need to look at the things that are going on in our life as celebrations instead of, so meaning look at the positive things instead of finding out all of the things that are going wrong. And it's in our lives, but it's also what's going on in maybe our community and even on a bigger scale than that. So what is going on that you can find to celebrate versus, oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I don't like that. You know, it's like, think about it this way. If somebody put a whole meal in front of you and you're the one eating or you're the one that prepared it, either way, because you will know what this feels like. It's like you can have some people that are going to nitpick at every single thing. Oh, this needs salt. Oh, this doesn't taste like anything. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, this is too spicy. Versus, thank you so much for making all of this wonderful food. And thank you for allowing me to share it with you. It's things like that. It's kind of like, yes, it's along the lines of gratitude, looking for the positive things. So find things in your everyday life to celebrate, not take away from, whether that's a person or whether it's a thing. First angel card we have is Share Your Wisdom. Oh, that's cool. So this feels like, yeah, sharing your wisdom. What that feels like to me is, as you are looking for things to celebrate, help others find the things to celebrate as well. I'm sure that everybody knows somebody who it's like they will nitpick and find everything that's wrong with whatever it is. You know, it's a sunny day. It's a beautiful sunny day. Oh, there's too much wind. Oh, I can smell the birds. Or, you know, whatever it is. So, absolutely. Share your wisdom by doing what you do, by living your life in the positive way. Second angel card we have is Be Present. You know what being present does is It allows you to feel the emotion that's going on right now. It allows you to be able to, see what's going on right around you. If you are focused on the past, or if you're worried about the future, it's taken you out of where you are. And look for the things to celebrate in this now present moment. And third angel card we have is believe in yourself. That's so very true, because many, 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 many people don't believe in themselves. Even the people that say that they do, pay attention to the subtleties. And I do feel like some people are really good at faking it, but look at the subtleties. And Steph says, yes, you must be present to share your wisdom. I like that. You must be present to share your wisdom. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Stephanie. That's perfect. So this is going to be an awesome week, everybody. Find the moments in your life to celebrate. How beautiful. Yay. All righty. All righty. Get these cards situated. Write down, celebrate. I like it. I like it. This is a hard one for a lot of people in a lot of ways. Oh, Miss Jackie Bang! Yes, celebrate! All right, Stephanie wants to be on the list. Stephanie. And Miss Yvonne. Hello, Miss Yvonne. I got you on the list, and I know Jackie. I know Jackie will too. I know she will. See? There it is. Yes, I added you to the list. Yay. Thank you guys for showing up today. I'm starting out kind of quiet. I was wondering, it's like, what's going on today? And just before I forget, double check. I think I'm on with Miss Ruth tomorrow. Messages, January 12th. Yep. 1 p.m. Arizona time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow. All right. And let me see. I just want to see. Yeah, that astrology site that I usually follow, they're just not, they haven't put out the monthly forecast lately. I don't know why. All right, so one of the things I want to touch on just a little bit for today. So today, look at the numbers for today. And I'll start with the 2026. 2026, 2 plus 0, plus 2 plus 6 is a 10, and 1 plus 0 is a 1. So today, numerically, is 1 for January, 11, and a 1. So it's a 1, 11, 1. And they're saying it is a gateway or a portal. So this is Diego. He says, dear friends, as we enter the 1, 11, 1 portal, consciousness does not surge forward. It turns inward and ignites. Oh, I wish I still had the celebrate card up. This threshold is governed by Phoenix and the last waves of the snake energies, a precise alchemical pairing that signals deep cellular and identity level transformation. The Phoenix brings the fire of truth, while the snake moves that fire through the body with intelligence and patience. Together they announce that 2026 is not asking us to become more, but to become exact. This day represents the moment the soul begins to reclaim authorship over the form it inhabits. That is pretty darn cool. He goes on to say the Phoenix activates first. Its fire is not dramatic. It is surgical. Ooh, that's a lot of precision. Old identities, coping mechanisms, and unconscious roles begin to lose their grip without force. What once defined you may suddenly feel hollow, outdated, or strangely heavy. Think about that from the perspective of the things and people and places maybe that you used to go, that maybe they aren't bringing you the same joy that they did. Maybe they're falling away. And that's what this is saying. They feel hollow, a little outdated. And you know, when I bring people into the mix, sometimes it's like, well, but they've been my friend for, so many years. And it's like, well, do they bring you joy when you are together? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel energized when you're done hanging out with that person, or do you feel depleted? So think about those things. And maybe it's not that they, okay, they're out of my life. They're just out of my life. Maybe it's not that at all. Maybe it's that you just have to take them in smaller doses. Or maybe you have to make sure that you are looking for the things to celebrate, and bring that up more and more and more to them as well, and help bring them along. Not that they are our responsibility, but you know what I mean. Because if somebody's a downer, we can fall into that trap just as easily. So this is the Phoenix burning away borrowed futures and inherited narratives. In consciousness, this shows up as a quiet but unmistakable clarity. I can no longer pretend to be who I was. The inner flame strips illusion and prepares the psyche for rebirth, not through effort, but through surrender. And surrender is one of those words that people feel like, it's like a form of giving up. And it's almost like, think about if you are in the ocean or in a lake and you're fighting against the current versus all of a sudden you start going with the current. I have a situation, it's not me personally, but so there's a couple I know where one of the people has been, over the last 6-8 months, their health has declined. And the other person, the partner, is like, trying to help this person. Let's do these exercises. Let's make sure that you're eating right. And it got to the point where, okay, no, the prognosis is there's a few months here, and so stop the fight. They can eat what they want. They can exercise if they want. They can do what they want. And it is a form of surrender, and it's a time for this couple to enjoy their company for whatever time is left, as well as remembering the many, many years that they've been together. So, which has been 40 years. So surrender is a big thing. Weekly messages is so fun and positive. The Chicago Bears just won. Woohoo! So we were celebrating last night, and more good things happening. Absolutely, that's wonderful. Hi, Miss Presh. Hello. Let me know, Miss Presh, if you want a card. I'm assuming you do, but yes, that is it, Miss Jackie. Oh, thank you. It's tough, but it's also, remembering the time and celebrating, going back to the celebrate. Okay, so I'm shuffling for Stephanie. But going to the celebrate, going through and celebrating the many years that you've had together. Okay, I got you, Presh. Go Bears. Stephanie says, go Bears. Yeah, it's, there's something to be said about going with the flow, surrendering into it. and it's tough, but then, then you can be present. Because once you surrender, it's easier to be present. Much easier. And just talking about the memories that you've had together. Even though this moment in time, where things are right now, with, the one person's health, it's like, boy, this is tough. This is not where I wanted to, not what I expected. Ooh. Oh, Steph, I think I saw it. Did I see it? Oh, yeah. I can't remember the words on it, but I know what the picture is. I think. I'm pretty sure. That's pretty funny. Yep, I was right. Peace within. I love that. This, peace within is a way to surrender. Because you think about this, if you are in a room full of chaos, and I don't know if you feel this way, but some people see the world in a lot of chaos right now. And the more that you get sucked into, and that's a good word for it, the more that you get sucked into the chaos, instead of, I'm going to be present with the peace within. That becomes your truth. Instead of, I'm going to try to, whatever, take over this or change this, or it's like, you know what? We only can control ourselves. So it doesn't matter what the person over there is doing. Doesn't matter. You can only control what's within. So, Miss Stephanie, and I think, I do feel that this is something that you have definitely come a long, long ways. I think that you're, in the past, you may not have been able to continue to hold the peace as long as you have now. So I think that that's a real testament. So, you know what? Feel the peace within. And I think that that's a really good mantra in case you aren't feeling the peace within, because there may be times when it's like those are the times that you need to focus on being present and the peace within. So let me know, Miss Stephanie. Let me know. All right, shuffling for Miss Yvonne. Miss Yvonne. Miss Yvonne. Ooh, that was fast. That was fast. All right, I'm going to close this out. Here we go. Oh, I love this card. All right, Steph says, peace within is dealing with any situation you are dealing with, and it keeps you moving. Absolutely, one step at a time. I just said that to somebody yesterday. It's like, one step at a time. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. All right, Miss Yvonne. Wow, I like this. This is. I don't know what it is about this card, because there's not so much with the picture other than it's kind of a mysterious picture, but the reaching beyond, because so many times we think, if we reach for this, if we attain this thing, if we get there, if we can do that, and it's like, well, you know what, the universe conspires for us. And the universe says, you know what, if you just stretch a little bit more, a little bit further, there's so much more out there. And it feels like, actually, this goes along with it perfectly, Miss Yvonne, believing in yourself. Because there's some limiting belief that you have that I feel like it's stopping you. And when you can be present, boy, these angels are speaking to you today. And the other thing is sharing your wisdom. How that comes in is, when you feel comfortable with something, share it. Whether it's a recipe, whether it's something you just heard celebration thing that you want to share with somebody, share it. Those are all the things that help you reach beyond the stars. It's helping you show that you are so much more than you feel that you are. I feel like you're getting so much support. So this is what I'm seeing, Miss Yvonne. It's really pretty funny. So say that you are standing there and you have your arms outstretched. And it's almost like the angels and your loved ones on the other side have taken your hand and they're gently, ever so gently pulling you just a little bit more. Because they're like, oh, you can do just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more, oh, just a little bit more. That's what it feels like, Miss Yvonne. So let me know. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hi, Miss Julianne. How have you been? Yes, you may. It's been a while. Been wondering about you. Miss Julianne. Miss Julianne. Okay, so shuffling for Miss Jackie Bang. Miss Carla, she's back. Miss Carla. Oh, that's very, thank you. Thank you, Miss Yvonne. Yes, Miss Carla, I just added you to the list because I figured you did. All right, Miss Jackie Bang. Miss Jackie Bang. Oof, they're coming out pretty fast today. Miss Jackie Bang. Oh, this is so funny. We have not seen the clear energy card for a while, but Jackie, you must have something coming up, something going on around you, something that needs your attention. Now, you know, it could be that there's just a lot of energy going on in Chicago, especially, you know, anytime that there's, now I say this and I'm assuming that the Bears were playing in town, so maybe they weren't. But it feels like there's a lot of extra energy that is going on around you. And it's like remembering to clear it, to clear yourself. It's like the other day I was went to get my hair cut. And so this gal I'm going to now, she is in a shop with many other people. And the more energy that is going on around, it's like I just have to remember to clear my energy. And as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, oh yeah, clear my energy, And as we start my appointment, I said, yeah, you know, what day is the quietest for you? Because she only works 3 days a week. I said, what day is the quietest? She said, well, you know, going back and forth, and it's like as the next little bit, because even just talking about this, get this, even just talking about it for a minute with her, within 5-10 minutes later, it just seemed like the area that we were in had quieted. Half dozen people left. There were still other people. I couldn't see them, and I couldn't hear them as much. So just even talking about it shifted the energy of the space. So think about that and make it a conscious effort to continually keep your energy clear. I have heard that the energy over the next, now probably next 5 weeks, is just going to be so chaotic that it's like, you know what, just clear your energy. Just keep clearing your energy. I know it sounds like I'm a broken record, and boy, sometimes I feel like it. Oh, let's all send Miss Julianne some healing angels and some, if anybody does Reiki or anything, any kind of energy healing, send it Julianne's way, Miss Julianne. Okay, so I'm shuffling for Miss Presh. The other thing, and this goes for anybody that is feeling unwell, is ask Archangel Raphael to put his emerald green healing sheet mattress pad, whatever comes to you, on your bed, and healing emerald green blankets and sheets over you, just so you're cocooned in all of this wonderful healing energy. Oh, look at that, healing energy for Julianne. I have flying cards, but it's more than one. So, all right, there it is, Presh. There it is, Miss Presh. All right, let's see what we got. I saw this card peeking its head out before. I think it was at the bottom of the deck before I started pulling cards. So that's funny because I just caught it just kind of, because it was, I think I was holding the deck like over here and I could see it. So yes, Miss Presh, bring in. I feel like bringing in the color as well. There's something about the fuchsia color. I don't know if it's a color that you enjoy, if it's a color that you wear, but it feels like there's an infusion of that color would be beneficial for you. Boy, I've never heard that before. It's almost like, so what I'm seeing is like, it's almost like if you imagine a big puffy cloud, you know, and the cloud is puffy white. Well, infuse it with this color, this I call it fuchsia, this fuchsia color, and then allow yourself to fall back on it. And just lay there and absorb that energy. That's what it feels like. Wow, and I can totally feel that. I just go like this. It's like, oh, I can totally feel that. So, Miss Presh, there's something about that color. It has more to do with that, but play, yes, bring, I mean, of course, when you do that, it feels like it's playful. So let me know on that, Miss Presh. I'm kind of curious on that. I've never seen that. All right, shuffling for Miss Julianne. Calling in Archangel Raphael to go to Miss Julianne as well. And I can totally see, ooh, beautiful shawl with emerald green energy. Just, oh. Whew. All right, Miss Julianne. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So what, I know this is no fun. It's like, oh, it's, what is the wording? It's ascension symptoms. I have somebody I know that honest gosh, everything is ascension, and maybe it very well is, or maybe it's just like, you know what, it's the excuse that I give, or it you know, it truly is. And actually, this feels like it is. It feels like you. I'm going to go back to the clear energy card. It feels like there was something that you got in your energy. So, okay. Many times when you clear your energy, it's like, you know, think of a rainbow, think of a waterfall, think of walking through a doorway with a filter, think of, you know, however you want to clear your energy. Yes, all of those work. And sometimes it's almost like microscopic energies that aren't releasing as easily as they may have in the past. And so even walking through a filter, going under a waterfall, yes, do that, but do it either multiple times, or like with a waterfall, change the color, or have the spray get finer and finer and finer, just like the filter. Have it be a big filter, then have it be a finer filter, and then have it be even finer filter. It feels like that. Right here, this light right in the center, that's where you are, Miss Julianne. And as you are pushing out, it feels like all of this other stuff is pushing that old energy out. It's almost like you are coming out of an egg, is what it feels like. So, there you go, Miss Julianne. Let me know. Let me know. That's so interesting. All right, Miss Carla. And Miss Carla, you are the last card of today. Now I'm going in the flow. In the flow, in the flow, in the flow. Yay! That's awesome you moved into your new house. That's awesome. Yeah, sometimes fighting, you move, and now you're going in the flow. Love it. I love it. Yeah, just, you know what? It almost feels like so I'm shuffling for Miss Carla. I've told this to people that have the belief, and this is a belief. Listen to Bruce Lipton. He's been around for, boy, I think he used to teach in Madison, Wisconsin 30 years ago. But he used to work at Hay House, but does his own thing. Bruce Lipton. And it's either Bruce Lipton or Greg Braden, or both of them together, I don't know, biology of belief. Because it's like, oh, I got that gene from my mother. Oh, I got that gene from my father. And I've told my neighbor, when he was still alive, because he had a blood thing that his mother had passed away from, or she had. I don't know what she actually passed away from, but it's like, you tell your mom, thank you very much for this. I am done with this, and I am giving it back. So you got this from somebody else, give it back to them energetically. Say, thank you very much. I do not accept this from you. You know, I don't know if that's what's going on, like this moment that you said you got it from somebody else. But yeah, absolutely calling in Archangel Raphael. Have him do also, I feel like he's like just going like this through your body and continue. It's almost like continue, okay? Head to toe, done. Head to toe, done. Come back, head to toe, done. All right, shuffling for Miss Carla. Shuffling for Miss Carla. And everybody, if you haven't already and would like to send healing energy, healing angels to Miss Julianne, I'm sure she would appreciate, or continue sending it if you would like. All right, Miss Carla. Let's see what we got. Oh, enjoy life. I love this card. This feels like it feels like look up. I'm gonna grab the book and look up turtle. There's some interesting characters in this. I think it has to do with the metaphysical properties of turtle. Turtles are so interesting because there's so much more to them than what, besides they have their home on their back. I don't think this is it. No. Where's turtle? Where's turtle? Oh, wait. Promise. This is Ted Andrews. Take your time in your pursuits. Trust in Mother Earth. You will have what you need. The other thing, there's something with, I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see it, and I don't know if this is an accurate depiction, but there's something about how many sections they have. I know that means something. And Miss Carla, I feel like it's something worth pulling up, and maybe it's on the bottom of their shell. I don't know. And for some reason, I think it's 13. But there's something about getting in the rhythm of the turtle. Now, the one thing with the turtle, they come out when things are looking okay, and they hibernate. the home on their back is powerful. I'm the main support of my family. Oh yeah, that absolutely. So it might feel like a weight, and I think the turtle might not feel it as a weight. It just is. And even just thinking about, if you look at something with the enormity of it and the responsibility of it, which there's honor in that, there's, I don't know what else, if you look at it as a weight, as a heaviness versus it is, not it is what it is, because that sounds like, ugh, that's just like, ugh. But it's like, that is your life right this moment. And look at, going back to the weekly card, look at the things to celebrate in that. Yay, I'm the main support. Yay, I am able-bodied. I am mind-bodied. I am, celebrate all of the things that brings to you. It feels like there's part of that in there as well. It's absolutely, I feel honored to be it. That's wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, and really look up, there's something about the metaphysical properties of a turtle. I don't know what it is, but something, something is going to speak to you and ring true for you, as well as the home is on their back. So, wow. Yes, that was very powerful. Turtles are so cool. I mean, they always have been cool to me. So, all right, you guys, I am done for today, but I will be back on with Miss Ruth tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so 1 p.m. Arizona time on Enlightened World Network. I'll share it on my page. We're doing the messages from your loved ones, so Miss Ruth and I. And then I'll be back later this week, I think it's Friday, to do meditation. So, and I should be back on Thursday. We'll see. Last week I just wasn't feeling the greatest. So, you're very welcome, Miss Jackie Bang. You are very welcome, Miss Carla, and thank you everyone for joining in. And Miss Julianne says thank you too, and I hope you feel better, Miss Julianne. So, oh, thank you, Miss Jackie. I love it. All right, you guys. Have a great day. Angel blessings to you, and I will see you next time.